dark. Hide away, they say, sweet.
Dopey of the Seven Dwarfs, because I remember seeing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That's the first one I remember seeing. I was no more than 5-year-old perhaps, and I absolutely loved it. Never ever forgot that.
I loved Snow White, and for the most shallow of reasons, I'm a brunette and she was a brunette, and so that is the character to whom I most related when I was very, very small.
So playing this character is your dream almost.
Absolutely, and I actually dressed up as Snow White for Halloween like the year before I got this, which I thought was bananas.
I loved Ursula. I guess I've always really liked dark characters. She was this big character with an awesome voice, and she moved that big body of hers around, and I just love her for that. I loved Ariel too. I did, and that's just probably because I'm a little cancer crab, and I love the ocean. I love to swim, and always wanted to be turned into a fish, and that didn't happen. But maybe on this show it will. Who knows?
For me, it was always a close tie between Cinderella and Alice in Wonderland. I think with Cinderella, I was a kind of bookish kid and was always sort of reading and was very involved in the arts very young and sort of always off doing my own thing, and so I always felt a little bit on the outside, so I think I identified with her not feeling included. And then with Alice in Wonderland, she just was always going on these new exciting adventures, and I definitely wanted my life to always be an adventure, and so I think that was probably why I'm just guessing, but that's probably why I was gravitating to those stories.
I used to love the story of Hansel and Gretel. I know it's not a Disney thing, but because I kind of like my fairy tales dark, and sort of gruesome. And I think, it doesn't really get much more gruesome than, putting a witch in the oven and all that kind of stuff.
I did want to be Pippi Longstocking. That's not a fairy tale character.
Well, you've got part of it going on here.
I do. I just need one more.
The first movie that I ever watched in the movie theater was Bambi. But I didn't really I was mostly outside. I didn't really get into the whole Disney animated thing when I was a kid for some reason, but I am now. And I think, I don't know, Pinocchio.
For whatever reason, Peter Pan really hit me as a kid. I loved the story. It's no fun growing up, you know what I mean?
Right.
For me, Peter Pan was my favorite simply because he never got to grow old, and he got to live in this amazingly imaginative place. And as the book said, it's the place of imagination and right before you go to bed, and I always loved that.
Snow White being the first one I ever saw, which was one of the big, inspirations for doing the show in the first place. Seeing the movie when I was a little kid, it was the first time I really kind of grasped the concept of magic. And it was just such a transformative idea that there's magic.